Welcome to my videos. In this time, I'm going to talk about the week 1 of Group Stage 2023-2024 UEFA Champions League, where today and yesterday were played the 16 games of the week 1 of Group Stage. So I'm going to talk about a little more about this. Yesterday were played 8 games, and today were played another 8 games. So yesterday I'm going to talk about first of the yesterday games. The first one will be where the Milan and Newcastle tied 0-0. The Milan didn't take advantage to play as a home team and just got 1 point. They needed to win this game because remember the Milan and Newcastle are in that group and again and alongside the PSG and Dortmund. So it is very important to win most of the points as a home team. Milan was better team in this game, but they couldn't score. Not score the Newcastle, and in the end the game was tied 0-0. Another game, the Young Boys lost 1-3 against RB Leipzig. Leipzig was better team than the Young Boys in all the game. So this score was good because the Leipzig was better than Young Boys. The game was tied in the first half, but in the second half, the RB Leipzig took the advantage and got the win and the 3 points. And another game, the PSG defeated 2-0 Borussia Dortmund in France. The PSG took advantage to play as a local team, as a home team, and they won this game. This game was very close, but the PSG took advantage because to play as a home team because they have top players like Mbappé. That he made the difference. He scored a goal, and this was enough to win the game 2-0 and won the first 3 points of the tournament. Another game, the Shakhtar lost 1-3 against Porto as a home team, and the Porto was better team than Shakhtar. It is always difficult to play against Shakhtar in Ukraine because Shakhtar is always have a difficult teams. And it's also a very difficult rival, the Shakhtar, in the Champions League because they always have a great soccer players. In this game, the Porto was better than Shakhtar all the game. So this score was fair in a lapse of 7 minutes. No, in a lapse of 16 minutes, we have the four goals of the game. Where in the end, the Porto always had the advantage of the game, and that was enough to win the game 3-0 and got the first 3 points. In another game, Tuesday game, Manchester City defeated 3-1 Red Star. This game, the Manchester City was the best team in the game and was better team that the Red Star. This is an amazing statistic. The Manchester City shot 37 times and 67 times on goal. So this was amazing, but they scored 3 goals. The Manchester City could have won this game by 6, 7 or more goal difference because they dominated a lot this game. What was weird is that Red Star started to winning the game because in the first half the Manchester City didn't score any goal, and it was a great point for Red Star. And the Red Star was leading the game in the halftime, but in the second time, Manchester City scored 3 goals. That was enough to win the first 3 points of the season. And another game, this was a crazy game. The Lazio and Atlético Madrid tied this game 1-1. This was a close game. Lazio was a little better than Atlético Madrid, but didn't take advantage to play as a home team, and this can cause them maybe in the future to don't qualify to Lazio because they lose the 2 important points against Atlético Madrid. Atlético Madrid started to winning the game in the first half, and they decided to defend, and Lazio was attacking, and couldn't score. But when all of the spectators, all the viewers thought that Atletico Madrid was going to win the game in the stoppage time, the recovery time, in the minus 95, the Lazio goalkeeper Ivan Provedal scored a goal from his head, and this tied the game. And Lazio rescued 1 point, and in the end, the game was tied 1-1, and each team got 1 point. And another game, Barcelona scored 5 goals, defeated 5-0 Antwerp. Barcelona didn't have any problem to win this game. They didn't have any problem. They were the best team in the game, and this was a very easy game for Barcelona. Barcelona was leading in the halftime 3-0 the game, and in the second half they scored another 2 goals. Joao Felix was the best player in the game because he scored two goals, and when this score, Barcelona got the first 3 points. And in the last game of the Tuesday, Feyenoord defeated 2-0 Celtic F.C. Feyenoord was the best team in this game. They didn't have any problem to win this game, and they won its first 3 games of the tournament. Here plays the Mexican soccer player Shaquito Jimenez, the Feyenoord forward, but he wasn't able to play this game because remember that he is suspended because he was sent off in the Europa League semifinals when he received a red card, and he got 2 suspend games, so he will be out in the week 2. And with this victory, Feyenoord won the first 3 points of the tournament. And today's game, the first game was Real Madrid defeated 1-0 against FC Union Berlin. Remember that Real Madrid is the owner of this tournament because they have 14 championship. But they battle a lot in this game because they couldn't score a goal. Union Berlin played a very great game because they didn't allow the Real Madrid score in the first half. In the first half, Real Madrid didn't play a very good, great football. But in the second half, Real Madrid played a very good football, but they couldn't score a goal. And when we thought that the game was going to be a fight and Union Berlin was going to win his first point in his history in the Champions League, because remember that it's the first time in the history that Union Berlin plays this tournament. Jude Bellingham in the stop time in the minus 94 tied the game, and with this gave the victory to Real Madrid 1-0 and got the first 3 points. So remember, this is an advice. Remember that when Real Madrid plays this competition, until the referee we still is when this ends, because remember that Real Madrid can tie and win the game in the last minutes of the game. And in another game, Galatasaray and Kobenhavn tied the game 2-2. Kobenhavn was leading the game in the 0-2, and it looked like that they're gonna win this game. But the tipping point here was in the minus 73. Copenhagen played with the rest of the game with 10 men because Elias Jeller was sent off, received a red card, and Galatasaray took advantage of this, scored 2 goals in the last minutes of the game, and tied the game, and each team got 1 point. And another very good game, I think the best game of the week. Bayern Munich defeated 4-3 Manchester United. If you look this score, you see that this was a very close game, but Bayern Munich was the best team of the game. The problem was that Bayern Munich relaxed a little in the second half, because in the half time the Bayern Munich was leading the game 2-0. In the second half, we have more emotion, but we have more goals. But in the end, Bayern Munich defeated 4-3 and won its first 3 points of the tournament. In a surprise of the one of the surprises of the week. Benfica lost in his home 0-2 against RB Salzburg. This Salzburg was better team than Benfica because the typing point here was that in the minute 13, Antonio Silva received a red card. That since the minute 13, Benfica played with 10 men, one less man in the rest of the game, and RB Salzburg took advantage of this, scored a goal in the minus 15, another in the second half, and this was enough to win the game 2-0 and won the first 3 points of the tournament. In another game, Napoli won as a away team 2-1 against Sporting Braga. Napoli was better team than Braga, and this was a little more complicated than what expected. That Napoli won this game, but in the end, they won this game. That was enough, and Napoli won its first 3 points of the tournament. Arsenal defeated 4-0 PSV in home. Arsenal, remember, that returned to play this tournament after more than 5 years, and they didn't have any problem. They had an easy game and they enjoyed the game. They played a very beautiful football. The Arsenal started to win the game since the first minutes in the minute 8, and they scored three goals in the first half, and they were leading 3-0 in the halftime. In the second half, Arsenal relaxed his game and just scored 1 goal, and in the end, Arsenal won the game 4-0 and got his first 3 points of the tournament. In another game, Sevilla and Linz tied the game 1-1. This game was very close. Both teams scored the both goals in the first half. Sevilla was a little better than Linz, but Sevilla didn't take advantage to playing home, and this can affect Sevilla if they want to have possibilities to qualify to the next round, because they didn't take advantage to play as in home. And each team got 1 point. And in the last game of the week 1, Real Sociedad tied the game 1-1 Inter. This is the Real Sociedad. Sevilla didn't take advantage to play in home, and they couldn't win the game. The Real Sociedad was the best team in this game, but they didn't take advantage for all the goal opportunity that they have. They started to winning the games in the -4, and they played better than Inter. But in the last minutes of the game, when we thought that the game was going to be in our Real Sociedad winning, Inter tied the game. The Lautaro Martinez scored the Inter first goal, and it was enough to tie the game 1-1. And how is the table, the position until after 1 week of game? In the Group A, Bayern is leading the group with 3 points. In the second place are Kobenhavn and Galatasaray with 1 point. And the last place is Manchester United with 0 points. In the Group B, Arsenal is leading the group with 3 points. And Sevilla are tying the second with 1 point. And the last place is PSV with 0 points. In Group C, Napoli and Real Madrid won their games, and they are leading the group. In the Group D, the only team that won this first week is RB Salzburg, and Inter and Real Sociedad are tied in the second place. In the Group E, Feyenoord won and defeated the Celtic and are leading the group, and Atlético, Madrid and Lazio are in the second place. In the Group F, PSG was the only team that won this week, and Newcastle and Milan tied. The Group G, RB Leipzig and Manchester City won their games. And in the last group, Barcelona and Porto won their games. So, here's one more opinion about what happened in the first week of the group stage of 2023-2024 UEFA Champions League. See you next video. Gibran.